In Operation Sindoor, India achieved remarkable success in just 4 days. Today, India stands as the only country in the world to have destroyed multiple air bases of a nuclear armed nation. India neutralized 11 Pakistani air bases through a large scale operation. The entire world witnessed how India precisely targeted Pakistan's air bases, command centers, air defense systems, military facilities, and terrorist infrastructure. By demonstrating absolute military dominance, India has crippled Pakistan's military capabilities. Pakistan attempted to downplay its losses through misinformation, but India's visual evidence made the reality clear. Before and after images of military and terrorist infrastructure revealed significant damage. Several videos from Pakistani citizens have also surfaced, confirming the widespread destruction in their country. Pakistanis themselves are providing proof of the damage inflicted. Pakistan couldn't save its multiple sites such as Chaklala, Rafiq, Rahim Yar Khan, Sargodha, Bhulari, and Jacobabad from India's strikes. This is a testament to the Indian military's brilliance that it achieved all this in just 4 days, while avoiding nuclear escalation with a rogue nation. Pakistan's nuclear bluff is well known to everyone. To deter India's military actions, Pakistan frequently issues statements threatening the use of nuclear weapons. Unlike India, Pakistan's nuclear doctrine follows a first use policy. This means Pakistan can deploy nuclear weapons even in response to conventional military actions if it feels its military capabilities are severely compromised or its territorial integrity is at risk. There was a possibility that after suffering heavy losses, Pakistan might resort to the last remaining option, nuclear escalation. Initially, it seemed that before taking such a step, Pakistan made one last attempt and pleaded with India for a ceasefire. And since India also wanted to avoid nuclear escalation, it agreed to halt military actions. At first glance, this is how it appeared. But as new information came in, it became known what might have actually happened. Why did Pakistan kneel down and request a ceasefire? And why did America intervene? America, which had previously stated that it would not interfere in the matter between India and Pakistan, suddenly had to get involved because something significant had happened. Reports emerged that India might have neutralized Pakistan's nuclear umbrella. India carried out strikes on important sites of Pakistan's nuclear program, such as Kirana Hills and Chagai Hills. Kirana Hills site is located in Pakistan's Punjab province near Sargodha, while Chagai Hills site is in Pakistan's Balochistan province. Pakistan conducted nuclear tests there in 1998. According to reports, Pakistan had stored nuclear warheads in underground bunkers at these sites. It is said that India attacked these sites and sealed the tunnel entrances. Massive explosions occurred, triggering earthquakes. Reports also suggest that radiation spread nearby, rendering these sites no longer usable. Pakistan denies this claim. However, a 4.0 magnitude earthquake occurred at these locations on the 9th of May, followed by a 5.7 magnitude earthquake on the 10th of May. It is possible that these earthquakes were caused by natural factors, as Pakistan is located at the intersection of the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates, where earthquakes are common. But until this is clearly confirmed, the possibility that these earthquakes were triggered by high energy released from massive explosions cannot be denied. This possibility increases further when we observe that India carried out successful strikes on air bases near these sites. Subsequently, India launched massive strikes on the strategically significant Noor Khan Air Base in Pakistan, which is located near Pakistan's nuclear command infrastructure. Following this, Pakistan panicked and the US got involved. The US Department of Energy deployed aircraft to Pakistan. Reports suggest that after India executed precision strikes on Pakistan's sensitive sites, a US nuclear reconnaissance aircraft was seen surveying these locations. Now, why would the US inspect these sites if there were no concerns about nuclear activity? The role of US nuclear reconnaissance aircraft is to assess the safety of nuclear arsenals, determine if any nuclear incidents have occurred, measure radiation levels, and verify if any nuclear material has fallen into the wrong hands. The presence of this aircraft significantly increases the likelihood that some form of nuclear incident took place in Pakistan. Moreover, the quick US intervention and Pakistan's immediate call for a ceasefire suggests that India may have succeeded in striking Pakistan's nuclear sites. Additionally, A cargo plane from Egypt recently landed in Pakistan, sparking a speculation that boron, a material used to absorb radiation, was sent to Pakistan. Obviously, India has not officially claimed to have struck nuclear warheads. Nothing is being said in this regard, and a lot of secrecy is being maintained. However, looking at the way events have unfolded, it clearly seems that something significant has happened here. The sudden intervention of the US in the midst of the escalation, followed by an abrupt pause in military action, is obviously not normal. There is something that is not being made public for obvious reasons. For now, we can only speculate. Perhaps India has neutralized Pakistan's nuclear deterrence. If this is the case, then it is an incredible achievement. India has accomplished a lot in just 4 days. Apart from dismantling Pakistan's nuclear umbrella, India also avenged the Pahalgam terror attack during Operation Sindoor. Multiple terrorist sites in Pakistan were destroyed, and more than 100 terrorists were neutralized. These included most wanted terrorists like Yusuf Azhar, Abdul Malik Rauf, and Mudassir Ahmad. These terrorists were involved in the hijacking of IC-814 and the Pulwama blast. Finally, after pursuing them for so many years, they were brought to justice for their crimes. Images emerged showing high-ranking officials of the Pakistani military and government attending their funerals, once again exposing Pakistan's terror links to the world. Pakistan's defense minister has already admitted on camera that Pakistan has been supporting terrorism for decades. Despite this, countries like China, Turkey, Azerbaijan, and Bangladesh continue to support Pakistan for their vested interests. The US and Pakistan share a very complex relationship. Over the years, the US has provided significant support to Pakistan, both openly and covertly. In geopolitics, only interests are permanent, and many countries use Pakistan as a tool for their dirty work. Anyway, this time, the military action that India has taken by entering Pakistan has set a strong precedent that in response to terrorism, India will breach Pakistani territory and eliminate the terrorists one by one. During this cleanup operation, if the Pakistani military, which protects the terrorists, intervenes, then along with terrorist infrastructure, military installations will also not be spared. The level of escalation required now depends on the Pakistani military. The nuclear umbrella under which the Pakistani military and ISI have been freely supporting terrorism is most likely gone. Additionally, military installations have suffered significant damage. For example, in Lahore, Indian weapons destroyed radar installations, and Pakistan failed to stop them. India then precisely hit 11 Pakistani military bases. Chinese air defense systems were badly exposed, and the much-hyped Turkish drones were easily destroyed by India's air defense systems. The whole world witnessed the accuracy with which India's satellite-navigated drones carried out deep strikes in Pakistan using our regional satellite navigation system, Navik. In Operation Sindoor, the combat capabilities of India's Akash surface-to-air missile and BrahMos supersonic missile impressed everyone. In this operation, India demonstrated its military capability by using its indigenous weapons. Following this, we can expect a surge in the export of our battle-tested weapons. Today, the use of drones is a common practice in modern warfare, and our indigenous Akash systems effectively neutralized Pakistani drones, drawing global attention. Naturally, the Chinese and American media will not give much coverage to this because it is bad for their business. Chinese air defense systems have proven ineffective. Pakistan had US F-16 fighter jets, yet it could not harm India at all. Meanwhile, NATO member Turkey's drones proved ineffective, whereas the Scalp missile, Hammer munitions, S-400, BrahMos, our indigenous loitering munitions and integrated Akash systems emerged as the heroes of this operation. These weapons proved their mettle in Operation Sindoor, and now many countries around the world may be interested in purchasing them. Since India's and Russia's weapons performed so well, you will not see much positive coverage in the Chinese and American media. India's weapons and capabilities have succeeded in attracting international attention, and there is no need for Chinese and American validation. In less than 100 hours, India's 3 services using AI-enabled integrated systems have shown the world what they can achieve with homegrown hardware and software. The superiority of India's defense industry has surprised the entire world. This entire operation has been handled exceptionally well. not just militarily but also diplomatically. India has successfully explained to the world the military necessity of Operation Sindoor and its right to defend itself. By giving a strong response to Pakistan, India has increased the cost of terrorism for Pakistan. A new norm has been established. In response to terrorism, India will not hesitate to cross into Pakistan's territory. Following the Uri attack in 2016, India carried out surgical strikes in Pakistan occupied Kashmir, demonstrating its willingness to cross the LOC to eliminate terrorists. Then, in response to the Pulwama attack in 2019, India escalated its response with the Balakot airstrikes. In 2016, India struck POK without crossing the international border. But in 2019, it crossed the border and destroyed terror camps in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Ignoring these warnings, Pakistan carried out the pahalgam attack in 2025. This time during Operation Sindoor, India went deep into Pakistan, destroying its terror and military infrastructure and completely dismantling Pakistan's nuclear bluff. Beyond that, an opportunity has emerged for India to reclaim POK. Additionally, India has suspended the unfair Indus Water Treaty. Now, India will control the water flow and build large structures, even on the western rivers allotted to Pakistan, Chenab, Jhelum, and Indus. On every front, India has achieved a great deal in a very short time. It is highly likely that Pakistan will not change its ways, and its military and intelligence agency, ISI, will continue to recruit, train, and motivate terrorists with the intent of bleeding India. However, through Operation Sindoor, India has made it clear that Pakistan will pay a heavy price for continuing down this path.